Today, I'm showing you how to make a vegan potato salad that's perfect for summer, starting right now. Here I've got 3 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes that I have rinsed, and now we are going to add them to a large pot and cover them with enough water to submerge these potatoes. We're gonna start with cold water and then cook them until they are just fork tender. We're not gonna overdo them. All right, so go ahead and turn on your stove to bring these potatoes to a boil. Now, don't add any salt to the water until after the water has come to a boil, or else it's gonna take longer to boil. And I learned that in a college chemistry class, thank you very much. So we're gonna go ahead and let those boil for now. For the base of our sauce, we're gonna be creating our own plant-based buttermilk. So I have a 1/4 cup of oat milk here, but any kind of plain plant-based milk will work. And I'm gonna be adding 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar, and just stir that and give it about 5 minutes to just sit aside before you add the rest of your sauce ingredients. Now that our water is boiling, we can go ahead and add some salt to the water to season that up. We're gonna let these potatoes cook for 10 to 15 minutes until they are just tender when you pierce them with a fork. Now that our milk and vinegar mixture has been sitting, we are going to add 3/4 cups of vegan mayo. I'm using mayonnaise, so there's 1/2 cup, and that's 3/4 all together. Next, we'll add 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of stone ground mustard. Now we'll add 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now for a little extra kick that you might not typically see in potato salad, we're gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. And we're gonna season with 1/4 teaspoon each of salt and black pepper. Now just whisk up all your sauce ingredients until they are fully incorporated. All right, I've tasted the sauce. It is nicely seasoned and tangy, but I decided it needed a little bit of sweetness to balance all that out. So I'm gonna go in with a tablespoon of agave nectar and whisk that right in. Check your texture. If you like your dressing a little bit more on the liquidy side, then it should be good as is, but I do prefer a slightly thicker dressing, so I'm gonna actually add an extra 1/4 cup of vegan mayo. So it's gonna be 1 cup altogether. Our potatoes have been cooking for about 15 minutes and they are fork tender, just barely. Don't want to overcook them at this stage or else you'll get mushy potato salad. Okay, so gloves are a good idea here. And there we go. Now the next step, we're actually gonna put the colander back over the pot that we cooked it in, and we're gonna cover up these potatoes with a kitchen towel for about 15 minutes, and that's gonna steam the potatoes and let them finish cooking. I never thought you could steam potatoes, but why not? You can steam any other kind of vegetables, so let's try this out. After the potatoes finished steaming, I went ahead and took them out and just set them on a towel to cool off a little bit. So now that they're cool enough to handle, we can slice them up into bite-sized pieces. Now we're going to finely dice 2 to 3 stalks of celery. I went with just 2 stalks of celery after all, and just go ahead and add that to your bowl of potatoes. We're also going to dice up 1/2 of a red onion into a very fine dice. I hate biting into big chunks of raw onion when I'm eating stuff, so this fine dice is just my style. All right, let's go ahead and add that to the bowl. Now I've got a small handful of Italian parsley that I'm going to chop up to add a little bit of freshness to our potato salad. Last but not least, I've got a handful of fresh dill. Now this is what's going to give our potato salad that classic flavor that we all know and love, so don't skimp out on this part. You guessed it, into the bowl. Now that our sauce has been chilling in the fridge for a little bit, it has actually thickened up quite a bit. We're gonna go ahead and just pour in 1/2 the sauce to start and very gently stir to combine all of the potato salad ingredients. Oh, it smells good already. Here's what we got so far, but we're gonna actually go ahead and just use the rest of that lovely sauce. You can never go wrong with having a saucy salad. I'm also gonna go ahead and just season it with a little bit of extra salt and pepper before we mix that all together. And again, just be super gentle when you're mixing the salad. You don't want to break up the potatoes and turn it into mashed potatoes, unless that is what you're after. Who am I to say? Oh, I can't wait to try this. This smells so good. It actually looks really pretty for a potato salad. I love that contrast with the red onion and the dill. Here we go. Wow, that is super flavorful. You get a little hint of that parsley in the background, and then the dill just really makes this whole dish taste so fresh. And the sauce is a nice, creamy, tangy sauce. And that crunch from the celery too. Man, yo, I never even used to like potato salad before I was vegan, but this potato salad with the vegan mayo, super good. Make this for all of your summertime potlucks. I bet you it tastes even better the next day when it's cold. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe so that you don't miss out on future summertime recipes. I recommend that you put this potato salad in the fridge, which makes it great to make ahead for potluck, keep you partying all summer long. And comment below what other kind of summertime recipes do you want to see on the Vegan Petite channel. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos and hit the notification bell as well. I will see you next week. Cheers.